Hi, welcome to the Obachanchatter. I am here with you this evening to recap Real Housewives of New Jersey season 14, um, episode 1. I don't know the name of it though, but I know it aired tonight, May the 5th, 2020. Is that May 5th? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's go. So they start this episode off with we at Rachel's house and her whole family over there. Her nana, I think that's how they call it. Is that her grandmother or her great grand? One of them. Her nana is there. It's her grandmother, and her whole family there. Every time we look at Rachel, her whole family there. She look alright. She look okay. Then now we at Melissa's, and her and Joey have moved into that new home, and she said she really like it. It look like it ain't finished to me. It look real plain, but I mean contemporary anyway. So anyway, she's fussing at Gabrielle. Gabrielle is her daughter, right? No, I don't know what her daughter name is. Well, anyway, she going to school, but she ain't going to school for long because she only got to go for 5 days. She must be going to look at the school. She's Delaware somewhere, some university she going to. But she told her to pack her some clothes, but she only told her for 5 days. So she must be like on I don't know. See how she liked the school? I don't know. So anyway, let me get off of them. Now we at Teresa house, and her daughter is going to Michigan State. She said Gabrielle always wanted to go, and she only gonna have one more daughter home. I think the oldest one finished school. Her Gabrielle, that's who Gabrielle is. I think her daughter came back home, and I don't know when her kids get ready to go to school. For real, because they all packing up her stuff. So anyway, we at Teresa house with Louie and her sons and stuff, and they all sitting around eating dinner. They're like a really nice blended family, but we know blended families what they look like on TV, but we know what they really like if you're a part of one. That's why I don't do the blended. I don't care. As long as mine stay mine, I'm good. Um so anyway, Teresa and her family with her sons, her stepsons, they're sitting around having dinner and they're like a family. They finish eating, the kids seem to get up and help clean and I think that's cool. So Teresa was saying how she was mad at God. And I was like, what you mad at God for? Because she said 'cause she went to jail and her parents died and her divorce, a whole bunch of shit. But I was like, why you mad at God? He ain't make you go to jail. He didn't ask you to sign no paperwork. He didn't tell you to do none of that shit. So anyway, I mean, you be mad at God when you don't know no better. So um we're back at Melissa and Joe's house, and she done sent the boys to put some of her daughter's shit in the car or something, and put it in the garage. And she talking to Joe, and she's saying that Jen Festa is having a party. They was talking about it at Rachel's too, and the grand Nana was asking, "Is who all coming to the party?" And we're back at Rachel's house now. She was like, "Everybody come to the party. I don't give a fuck, Teresa. Whoever I got an issue with, ain't in my parties. Whole shit's for Jen, and Jen love everybody, and I think she want everybody to come. That's the end of it." So Nana said, "Well, guess that's that." So anyway, now we back down to Melissa and Joe's house. So he asked her about the party. So she said she going to the party. So when Melissa was in her confessional, they asked her a question about how you and Teresa. And Melissa said, I don't want to answer no questions about Teresa. hmm So anyway, we at Jen Festival House and she outside killing the guitar and a song. Amazing Grace, girl, stop singing it. So anyway, once y'all did singing, Margaret show up. Jen look good too. She must have some work done. So Margaret come over and it's her birthday around her birthday. She turning 55, I think. And damn, I'm 60. I'm 58. Them white people, y'all age. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all age. Cause I thought, no, I didn't. Anyway, let me just stop talking shit. So anyway, Margaret bought her a dildo for her birthday. I believe that's when she bought my cable fucked up for a second. So I think she got her a dildo, and she said she got to keep her whatever that is down there, right? I mean, not whatever it is down there. She just got to keep that nice and tight or some shit. I don't know. Like I said, my cable fucked up. So Jen and Margaret, they go outside and they start talking. And you know what I noticed about? I think it's Margaret. I think it's every time Margaret goes to somebody's house, she brings something. One of them housewives, every time they go to your house, I think that lady is one. What's her name from Beverly Hills? The one with a whole bunch of money, with the husband with a whole bunch of money. Come on, come on. The one that they don't like her because she got a lot of money. Damn, I can't think of her. You know the husband who do the plastic surgery. He got the show too. Well, whoever that one. I'll come to it later. Let me stop backtracking and shit because I'm going somewhere I ain't supposed to go. So Jen Fessler and Margaret, they go outside, and Margaret telling her how she feel because I think Jane was her ex-husband, and they stayed real good friends or something. But I don't think she got along with the children's mother or something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but somebody get married and she ain't invited, and she said feel like one of her kids is getting married, but I think it's just her stepson. But anyway, she real fucked up about it. She feels some type of way. So Jen said, "What you want to do with me, you and Teresa? You want to talk?" And Margaret's like, "I don't want to talk about Teresa. Don't ask me shit about Teresa. I don't want to talk about Teresa." So Jen said, "Well, you know what I?" She said, "You know what you said that you ain't never want to deal with Teresa again." And Jen said, "You heard what I said." She was like, "What's that?" I said that if you ain't fucking with her, I ain't fucking with her. So, but but Margaret said she don't want to talk to Teresa, but she's really missing Jane. She wish she could talk to him. So anyway, so now we with Teresa and Louis, and they're talking about Jen's party, and it's the Lois and Frank. Not Frank. What's his name? Paul. I don't really like Paul, y'all. I'm sorry. He don't fit the group. He just don't fit. He be in too much shit. She need to tell him that's okay. Let me just stay where I'm staying. I get in his ass as we continue the commentary. Okay, y'all. Okay. So anyway, Dolores. So anyway, they sitting there, they having dinner together, the four of them, and they, Teresa says that tells us in the confession or something. She find out that I didn't know this. I know they do it. I thought that housewives or people in these on these reality TV shows do it for the ones that like each other. That I thought they would meet before a season, but hell, she said they meet at reunions, and Dolores said it ain't no secret in her commentary when she talking. I put Dolores look good in that dress that she got on in her confessional. I like that green dress. See, I like the ladies when you can wear your dress like that. I don't like when you got to push your titties all together and try to keep the aura in your clothes and shit. You just look like you're tired. Anyway, she looked good in her confessional. So anyway, Teresa said something about they all met together, but Dolores and Paul would meet, or Frank would meet. That's what it is, and Frank would meet because they felt like there was some dirty shit. And Teresa said they was all meeting to turn on her and Louis at the reunion, but she she knew what the plan was, so their plan backfired. But you seem upset like a motherfucker at the reunion to me. So anyway, so it was Frank, I think, that told them, and I think Dolores too. So, what else did they say about these folks? Also, Teresa don't like that dress she got on with them flowers. Oh, I don't like her hair. Something on I don't like. I think I don't like the dress. I don't like how it look on her. So Jennifer looks small as hell, and she dressed old to me. She dressed like an old lady. She dressed like she about 60. So anyway, she lost a lot of weight. So her and Teresa ride, and they on their way to this party for Jane Fessler, but Jim Fessler. But I didn't know that it was a surprise party. But I think she knew. She said she knew when we talked to Jim Fessler. She says that she knew that it was gonna be a couple people, but she had no idea it was gonna be that many people. I don't know. This you know was gonna be a surprise party sound like and shit. So anyway, Louis can't be there because he got a meeting in Florida, business. Mm. So he won't be there. So anyway, Teresa. So anyway, everybody else at the party they saying hi to each other. They haven't seen each other. So everybody is there, meaning everybody minus Teresa and Louis and Jennifer and Jennifer husband because you know he always working. So anyway, the drinks look good, I said, and the venue was nice where they had it at. So anyway, Danielle and Rachel good because they in the party and they talking and shit. You know, last year they had that bull dumb argument last season. That shit went on for the whole season. It was ridiculous. So I'm glad that's squashed, and that is the best I ever seen. That one look the Jennifer, the other one. Not y'all know what I'm talking about. The one that Danielle don't get along with. Danielle, I'm sorry, Danielle. That's the best I ever seen her look with her hair back in that sleek ponytail with that black and yellow dress on. Most of the time she be dressing tacky to me. Somebody must have got her she must have got her a stylist this season because she looked and I was looking at her in the clip. She looked a little bit more tame, more put together this year. Like the other year, whatever, she just looked like she's just pulling everything out of her damn closet. Her dress style remind me of the one from Orange County. You know, y'all know which one I'm talking about. The blonde hair one that was running with the lawyer. Can't think of nobody fucking name tonight. So anyway, um, now it's time. Jennifer and Teresa walking the party, and the men are doing what the men do. They sit stand around in the group laughing, having fun, cracking jokes and shit. And I love the Lord's dress. And I said to Dolores too old to be a boy, somebody girlfriend, and I think her and this dude probably talking about 2.5, 3 years. If he gonna divorce his wife, he should have been did that shit. But I mean, I'm sure the wife don't care because if he retired and she's still married to him, and they do divorce, she getting her some money. Maybe it's cheaper to keep her because Paul got a nice ass house, but she too old to be. I'm the age I am. I ain't finna be no man girlfriend. I ain't finna be your woman either. No, I don't do that. So anyway, Teresa. Oh, okay. The men was having a good time until somebody said somebody missing, and I think Louis wouldn't say his name, but somebody said Joe wouldn't say Louis's name when the men was in the corner talking, and they started getting loud. Cause Paul started getting loud because him and Fuda was arguing because Teresa. Somebody said something about cause Fuda and what's his name? Fuda and Lloyd got an issue. They had it when they left the reunion. And Fuda ain't fucking with him. Fuda don't play. He don't seem like he played to me. He don't seem like he gonna be, but he's not he a younger version of Joe, but just a little bit more tame. Joe Judice. So what happened? So they was fussing, right? Because they can't talk about Louis. So which come say I was gonna talk to him at the party, and I think Paul was like, talk to him at the party. You don't talk to him at the party. He called you before the party. Why would you talk to him at the party? He was like, listen, why the so Joe Fuda was like, why the fuck should I go my way and make room to talk to a motherfucker who disrespected my family? I see your ass when I see you, and then we could talk. And then they agreed to disagree, and they was getting loud, and Joe tried to get in there, Joe Judice, to make them stop. Which one? Not Joe Judice. What's Melissa husband Joe? And he was like, "Hell, okay," but that shit wasn't working. So Dolores like, "Oh my God, I can hear my Paul. I don't like Paul arguing. I'm gonna get ready to get my. It's time for us to go." So she went over and got that nigga and left like that. So anyway, now and Paul probably got a little issue going on. So anyway, Teresa, I don't know how Teresa heard it or how she got over there, but next thing I know, she was in Melissa's face saying, "Yeah, your husband is, yeah." And she called me and she told me, cause I heard it from here and there that y'all like two-sided dildos, and that your husband was the number one drug dealer, whatever town y'all lived in. So you don't even come over here with my husband. You came from your husband, your husband came from my husband. Mm. I hope he did good to her, like how she said, put that mind on their husband. My husband. I'ma just tell you, them that say it like that, you need to humble yourself, yeah, because I just think you do. He might not with another woman, but he might with a man or with your money, you know what I'm saying? So your husband came from my husband. Let your husband speak for himself. So anyway, I didn't like how when they was arguing and shit that Rachel went to tell her husband. No, she went to get her husband or something, and she brought her husband to Teresa. Hey, Teresa, tell my husband what you said. What'd you say? Tell him, Teresa, tell him. Like Teresa was gonna be scared, and then I didn't appreciate Rachel doing that shit either, because you don't get your husband and no man. You don't do that. You don't do that. First of all, my husband ain't no man, nobody I'm fucking with fitting to hit you, and he ain't fit, and I ain't fucking with no man that's gonna sit around and argue with your ass either. All Rachel. If I was Teresa, all Rachel would have done going to do that, coming to get me. If I was Teresa, is get her ass whooped. That's what your husband was getting ready. He wasn't getting ready to hear me say shit, but he was getting ready to see you get your ass whooped though. He would have seen that. So anyway, I didn't like that she did that. So because I thought that was fucked up. So anyway, Melissa in her confessional, motherfucker say, Melissa, how does it feel seeing Teresa? And you should have seen Melissa's face, but she was just like, I see nothing, I feel nothing. What you should have said was, somebody roll that goddamn tape. What the fuck did I tell you? Did I tell you don't ask me nothing about this bitch? And every time I turn around, that's the only thing I can ask me about Teresa. Motherfucker, I got two sons, I got a daughter, I got a husband that's building a new house, I got this envy store, I got other shit I want to aspire. Y'all know I'm trying to ask me about some singing and shit. Stop asking me about this bitch. So anyway, I'm down. Margaret say the same thing. She see Teresa and she don't say shit because she in the party too. So anyway, Jenna acting like she get along with everybody. And somebody spoke to her when she said she'd just take it. Because usually she don't, whoever it was that spoke to her usually don't say nothing. So, um, so anyway, when Teresa and Rachel was arguing, Rachel was like, um, my husband reached out to your husband. He's being a man. That's what a man would do. And Rich was like, how the fuck you know what a man would do? You ain't no man. She's like, he was going to just take it. He wasn't going to talk to him in front of the party. He would have, they would have stepped outside or something. But that's not how you supposed to handle business. Shut up. Fuck you, Teresa. Well, she didn't say that, but that's what she should have said. So anyway, Jennifer Fezzer must like candy. Well, she had all my favorites too. She had dots, like she had Starburst, like she had some sour wormies or something, whatever the fuck it was. I like all that candy. How Jennifer gonna take a gift bag and take all that goddamn candy? Oh, they got her bathroom got 13 toilets. Why the fuck is she taking three big ass bags of candy? You know she don't know jump pick y'all. She don't know all that goddamn candy. Cause you know her kids is eating it. Cause they look like they like candy. I'm just saying. But three babies, she was stuffy. She trying, look like she was trying to hide from the camera and shit. She looked greedy as fuck. So anyway, like it's gonna be a serious season. I'll check it out. I'm just so glad to not see Teresa and Melissa arguing. I'm so sick of that shit. Sick of it. So anyway, I don't know. Look like it might be a little bit explosive. So anyway, it could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me for 19 minutes and 21 seconds, and I love it. I freaking love it. Good night.